Hey, Scott. Mrs. Rolf Hubel. I saw you put out another video today, and I didn't slog. I use the word slog. I didn't slog my way through your video like I should. I should at least try to keep up with the Trumper world. But what I thought I would try to do today, instead of talking about global warming, by the way, let me re-emphasize, jeez, just a brief, comment on global warming is there is no debate. Like, how many countries are in the world, Scott? Is it 180 countries? 180 countries in the world, maybe? 200? I don't know, 190? Every single one of them, when they went to the Paris Paris conference or the Paris Accord, it was almost unanimous. I think there were three countries that maybe two. Syria was one of them that didn't agree with the at least the goals of the Paris Accord. I mean, goals that we should the humans should try to do something, try to do something about global warming. And we were the only one, maybe one country that pulled out. So, France, Germany, Japan, China, India, all the major countries. You just list all the countries in the world practically, right? And they're in agreement with that global warming is happening. We've got to try to do something about it. The second thing is to mention is all the scientific societies. I'm talking about all across all scientific disciplines. So it's chemistry, geology, physics, even the American Medical Association, the doctors agree that they've got a statement on climate change. The meteorologists, Scott, and I keep saying this to you, and if you're mystified and confused, if you're dazed and confused and mystified, just go to the American Meteorological Society, the people that predict the weather every day, right? For all the local news people and for the airlines, right? Airlines, you've got to know the weather. Just go to their website. They have a wonderfully written, extremely thorough statement. So meteorologists, chemists, geologists, I mean, physicists. What do I get? Who am I missing? Just every major biologist. Biologists are now studying how animals and plants are changing the behavior because now things are getting warmer all over. It's warm in the oceans. The oceans are definitely getting warmer. The Arctic region is getting very warm. The Arctic region is warming faster than any other part of the globe. There is no debate. I'm going to keep repeating it. There is no debate at this point. The only debate, here's what the debate is. The debate is how fast and how bad. That's the more interesting question, Scott. So don't waste your time on persuasion and tweets. What would be the best tweet to put out to convince people that climate change is a problem? What's the best tweet? What should the NASA tweet today? Because Donald is such a good tweeter. Oh, is he so good at tweeting? He can't do anything else, right? He can practically do nothing else. He can't staff his White House. They keep quitting. They're either quitting or they're under indictment. Okay. Wow, I've already burned up 4 minutes there. Okay. The real question, and for the younger people, is how fast is it going to warm up, and how bad is it going to be? Like, are we going to have crop failure? Are we going to have flooding in all the coastal areas, etc.? But let me just go quickly. God, I burned up 4 minutes on stupid global warming, the non-debate on global warming. Okay, I was curious about how many bankruptcies Trump had gone through, right? bankruptcy, because Trump has a long history of failure, huge history of failure and bankruptcy, and he has zero credit worthiness. The American banks, Scott, Donald Trump, that great businessman, has zero credit rating with American banks. In other words, the American banks will not loan any money to Donald Trump because he's such a terrible credit risk. They will not loan him money. And the only ones that will loan him money are the foreign banks like Deutsche Bank, which is a crappy bank, which has been under sanctions, which has been under investigation. Deutsche Bank is German. So the American banks have cut him off. He's out. So let me just go. I suggest you do this and the other Trumpers as well. Research, man, Google, or use another search engine if you don't like Google. Okay, I'm going to Wikipedia here. Okay. And this is Wikipedia. I'm going to read this first paragraph because it's so devastating. It is so devastating on Trump's investment in the casino/gambling industry and Atlantic City. Huge. He put all his eggs in that crummy basket of Atlantic City, and he lost big time. Big time. And I'm talking $1 billion or more. Billion or more. It could be $2 billion. It could be $3 billion. I don't know, because I thought he only invested in 3 properties, 3 casinos in Atlantic City. I was wrong. 4 frickin' casinos in crappy ass Atlantic. Well, let's call it shithole. Shithole, crappy ass. I'm using the president's language now. Okay, so here's this first paragraph. Okay. Trump Entertainments and Resorts Incorporated is a gambling and hospitality company that currently does not own or operate any properties. That's because they've all gone, this is mine. That's because they've all gone out of business. Okay. The company previously owned and operated Trump Taj Mahal, the shuttered, the Taj Mahal, the shuttered Trump Plaza. So we're up to 2 now. 2. The demolished Trump World's Fair. That's 3. And the now renamed Trump Marina. This is 4. All located in shithole Atlantic City. Okay, New Jersey. But the company had other ventures elsewhere in the country, but these properties were the main focus. Formerly known as Trump Hotels and Casino Resort, it was founded in 1995 by Donald Trump, now the 45th president of the United States, unfortunately. The company, okay, here we go, Scott. The company, this is Trump's company. The company filed for bankruptcy in 2004, 2009, and 2014. That's 3 bankruptcy filings. If you're wondering, 3 bankruptcy filings for 4 crappy hotel/casinos in Atlantic City. I'm doing the visuals here. I'm trying to get through to the Trumper people. It has been a subsidiary of Icon Enterprise since 2016. The Trump Entertainment Resorts no longer owns any of its properties except the Trump Plaza, which remains vacant. Pardon my laughter, Scott. That's 4 huge failures. This is the big man, the man with the brain, man with the biggest brain ever. Bigger than Lincoln's, bigger than Washington, bigger than Einstein. I don't know. But, okay. Oh, I'm going into Trump speak now, Trump mode, which is just bullshit mode, right? So all of those four, and I don't know, this is, you can do this on your own, Wikipedia. That's the first paragraph, okay? And then it goes into how they tried to sell junk bonds. He tried to sell junk bonds because they couldn't sell real bonds, I guess. They were such a poor risk. The Trump Taj Mahal was such a money loser, a money pit. They couldn't pay. Here we go again. I'm going to give the thumbs up. Donald Trump could not pay the interest payments on the Taj Mahal. He made so little money off of that huge money pit. They could not, I'm going to emphasize, they could not pay the freaking interest payments on it. And then they floated crappy-ass junk bonds to try to finance the whole crappy thing. Okay, pardon my laughter. So let's see. What else can we say? And then it's just, financial trouble, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection 4 times. Let's see. Oh, it says here, Trump Entertainment Resorts and its predecessor have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy 4 times. In 1991, following construction of the billion-dollar Taj Mahal, and 2004, 2009, 2014. So it changed ownership for those who are confused because of the wheeling and dealing. But originally, the Taj Mahal was under a different operation, and Trump had a different name for the operator. And, so it went bankrupt in 1991, okay, and then they changed ownership and names in 96, I guess it was, 1996. But it still was freaking losing money. It was never going to make money. And let me end this way. Here's why it was never going to make money, Scott, and I'm going to give the big thumbs up. It's never going to make money. Never. Because when there's at least two reasons. Reason number one, Atlantic City is a shithole, crappy location. Okay? If you're going to gamble, why freaking go to Atlantic City if you got money? What? Go to Las Vegas. I don't know. Go to Miami. Right? I'm going to do the Trump thing. Why go to Atlantic City? Doesn't make any sense. Money. Okay, so crappy location. Crappy location. Shithole location. And reason number 2 why I was never going to fly, and so Trump just was dumping billions of dollars down a rat hole, whatever, is because Indian casino gaming was taking off across the country, and state lotteries were taking across the country. I'm in the Midwest, and we started a state lottery, and then we started casino gambling. During the late 80s, late 70s, early 80s. So it was going to lose. It was going to lose all that business. And Trump stupidly, because he's lazy, and he doesn't read, and he doesn't, plan out. He just buys. He just buys stuff. Says, I got this now. I got this. So thanks, Scott, for entertaining me or whatever. And I will slog through more of your videos. But he's a horrible businessman and a horrible president. Let me end this way. He will be worse than Richard Nixon. I think he's way more corrupt, terribly incompetent, terribly lazy. He may be treasonous. He may be working with the Russians. I don't know if that, it certainly seems by all indications is that he's cooperating with the Russians, let's put it that way. But he will be one of the worst presidents we've ever had. And I would say worse and more corrupt than Richard Nixon. That's my view. Worse than Richard Nixon, who was impeached. Thanks for nothing, Scott.